Video game trailers are, in my opinion, one of the most underrated parts of the entire industry. Trailers give companies the incredibly valuable tool of a first impression. Once your game's out, there's going to be infinite reviews and gameplays on YouTube, but pre-release trailers are the only information we have. If you make a great trailer, everyone's going to think your game is great, even if it's not good. And as Nintendo fans, we've been spoiled. I feel like they make some of the best trailers in the industry. But that got me thinking, surely not all of their trailers are great, right? So in this video, as the Nintendo Switch's lifespan comes to a close, we're gonna take a look at the best and worst trailers from the Nintendo Switch. I have what I think to be the 7 best and 7 worst trailers, and we're gonna go through them right now. They are ranked in order, so they get better and worse as the video progresses. And just a couple other ground rules, I tried not to repeat a single game in the same list. That way the best list isn't just ranking Smash Fighter introductions, because I mean that's like a cheat code. And for the worst trailers, I'm not saying the games are bad. In fact, there are a couple really good games on this list that I just think got bad trailers. Anyway, let's jump into it with the 7th best trailer on the Nintendo Switch. On September 13th of 2018, Nintendo ended off one of their directs with this phenomenal trailer. If you don't remember, at this point in the Switch's life, everyone was asking for the next Animal Crossing. The discourse online reached an all-time high, and as soon as this graced our screen, we all knew what was coming. But this trailer was unexpected, as it actually ended up being an announcement for Isabelle in Smash Ultimate. Now, I actually love playing as Isabelle. I love her as a character in Smash. I spam the fishing rod move and piss off all my friends. It's great. But if the trailer ended here, it would probably actually be on the worst part of this list, because it would have just been incredibly tone deaf. Isabelle in Smash is awesome, but everyone wanted the next Animal Crossing, so people didn't really know how to feel when this popped up. But then Tom Nook eased all our fears, confirming that a mainline Animal Crossing game would be coming in 2019. Wait, okay, well that didn't happen, but you know, it still ended up coming out. New Horizons sold gangbusters, and this trailer was perfect because it announced Animal Crossing, quelling all our fears, while also giving us a brand new Smash Ultimate fighter. Moving on to the 7th worst trailer on this list, we have the first trailer for Everybody Want to Switch. Now, I'll say that again, this was this game's first trailer, but it was not an announcement trailer. Everybody Want to Switch had already been announced randomly on Twitter and had an entire website, but we had no gameplay. And so what do we get from the announcement trailer? Again, pretty much no gameplay. It's an incredibly awkward 3-minute video where Nintendo flew out a bunch of people to some conference room in like a hotel, and they proceeded to overreact while playing Everybody Want to Switch. We barely got to see gameplay of the game at all, which honestly might have been a good thing. Cringy horse mask guy got way too much time in the spotlight. The entire thing was just really cringy. It reminded me of like the bad Wii U commercials. I doubt anyone who watched this was like, oh yeah, I really want to play this, and so no one played it. I don't think anyone bought this game. Moving back to the good side, the 6th best Nintendo Switch trailer belongs to The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and that game's 3rd trailer. I kind of view this as the story trailer for Tears of the Kingdom, and being the last trailer we got before the launch of the game, man did this thing deliver. Beautiful orchestral music, so much unique new gameplay shown. It teases the story perfectly and is just beautiful. I'll say it a million times, man, but the music in this trailer is just ridiculously good. This extended shot of Link skydiving down with the game's logo and epic horns coming in, the way it all culminates to the epic final logo drop is just, it's near perfection. The 6th worst trailer, though, belongs to the Mario Strikers Battle League overview trailer, because it's never good when a trailer gets you actively less excited for the game. The tragic downfall of Mario sports games on Switch really needs to be studied. However, they still got me, man. I was still really excited for this game. I was just really hoping that it wouldn't fall into the pitfalls that all other Mario sports games on Switch have. Not enough content right out the box. And then this overview trailer goes for a while explaining all the different mechanics like tackling, hyper shots, all that. That's all good, but then it shows the roster, and okay, that's not really a lot of characters. And then they talk about all this gear stuff, which is cool, but it's just kind of there. And then we get to the different modes you can play on. There's a local multiplayer, online multiplayer, but with teams. And can we see like a single player campaign? Where's that campaign at? Oh yeah, it doesn't exist. This trailer confirmed the game had basically no roster, virtually no replayability outside of playing with your friends, and completely killed any excitement I had for this one. However, before we get into the 5th best trailer, if you're enjoying this video right now, hit the like button. It would help out a ton. And if we reach 5,000 likes on this video, I will rank every Nintendo Switch game trailer. If you want to hit that like button and subscribe while you're there, it would help us out a ton. Less than 5% of our viewers are subscribed, and Nintendo actually told me once we get enough people to subscribe, they'll release Mario Odyssey 2, so just hit that subscribe button. You'd be doing us all a favor. All right, sorry, back to the video. It's fitting that the 5th best trailer on the Nintendo Switch goes to a trailer where the number 5 caused everyone to lose their mind. When Samus drops in and then Metroid 5 is quickly typed out on screen, people are already losing their mind. But after a few more cinematic shots, I think we all kind of expected a year to pop up and that was it. But wait, Nintendo hits us with an insanely intense chase sequence, and then the game's revealed to be Metroid Dread, the canceled DS game. I'm not even a crazy Metroid fan and I freaked out here. This trailer is Nintendo knowing exactly what to give the fans, and oh yeah, it's coming out later this year. This is sweet solace for all Metroid fans who have been burned by absolutely nothing burger trailers before. The 5th worst trailer on the Nintendo Switch, this is a personal preference, and it might be a cop-out, but I'm giving it to Super Mario 35. Not for the actual trailer itself. In fact, I actually liked the trailer when I first watched it. I thought it was cool. You know, it's a neat gimmick and playable into what? This might be the only game I've ever seen that announces its release date and shutdown date on the same trailer. I never played a single round of Super Mario 35 because I saw this in the trailer and just had no desire to play it. Why would I invest my time into a game that is going to be unplayable in 3 months? Even if I enjoy the game and love it, I won't be able to play it after a few months. It makes no sense. I don't understand why they did this. And what could have been a, you know, pretty average to decent trailer becomes one of my least favorite ever because of this small rectangle. Like, it's so dumb. Okay, the 4th best trailer, this is where we're getting to the best of the best. We have the 2017 E3 trailer for Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, that's right. You know when this is number 4, it's only bangers after this, because this trailer is peak. It could not have been better. We all thought that the main gimmick of Odyssey was that you could throw your hat and bounce on it. That was it. But then this shows off captures. There's a dinosaur. You can capture those weird looking humans. There's so many cool kingdoms. Someone's singing. Wait, is that Pauline? This trailer was insane. If you remember a world before Mario Odyssey, this game was thought to never exist again. After 3D World, which I love, in fact, I probably like it more than Odyssey, but I'll admit, it's not like they're not really on the same level. They're completely different styles of game. I love 3D World for its multiplayer chaotic mayhem, but Odyssey was the main, like, big draw for a lot of people to get a Switch. People love this single player, exploratory, collectible sandbox style of Mario. And this trailer absolutely confirmed that not only was Nintendo going back to that style, but they were about to reinvent the 3D platforming genre as a whole. And they did with this game. What a wonderful trailer. All right, the 4th worst trailer on this list goes to a game that I actually think is pretty good. But I'm sorry, Luigi's Mansion 3, your announcement trailer was terrible. Okay, first of all, this is a small nitpick, but apparently they didn't know if they were gonna subtitle Luigi's Mansion 3 or just call it Luigi's Mansion 3. So in this trailer, it's a quote-unquote working title, even though it's not. I mean, that's just the title. But Nintendo, we really had to put working title in the YouTube video and then keep it there, even though it's no longer, like, that is the title. The game's been out for 4 years. Not only that, but Luigi's Mansion 3 is one of the best looking games on the Switch. However, in this trailer, it's clear it did not look that good at this point in development. This trailer just looks pretty bad compared to what the game actually looks like. On top of that, there's nothing engaging shown off in this trailer. This trailer was really just, hey, look, there's another Luigi's Mansion, which is cool, but the trailer shows like a ghost, a spooky rug, and honestly, that's about it. There was nothing in here to show why Luigi's Mansion 3 would be the great game it would end up becoming. It's just boring. All right, the number 3 best trailer on this list belongs to Everyone Is Here. These 3 words were iconic in defining Smash Bros. Ultimate, which would go on to be one of the greatest crossovers in not just video game, but media history. It pains me not to be able to put Ridley, Sora, or definitely Steve's announcement trailer on this list. But if I have to pick one trailer from Smash Ultimate, because I'm counting the Animal Crossing one as the Animal Crossing trailer, not the Isabelle trailer, you can argue me in the comments, it has to be the iconic Everyone Is Here. Not only was this the first time we were ever seeing gameplay of this game, making it very clear that this was not a port of Smash 4, which is what many people thought this game would be. No, this is an entirely new game, and the way they reveal the fighters, man, I'm gonna be honest, it's perfect. They knew exactly which fighters would get the reaction that they got. Ice climbers walking in from the side, Snake coming back finally confirming that everyone is here, weird characters no one thought they'd ever bring back like Pichu and Young Link, drilling in the idea that, oh wait, actually everyone is here, Wolf showing up at the end. Everything about this trailer is the editing, it's cut to perfection, the clips are perfect. This is one of those trailers where you just go back and watch people's reactions to it because it was so good. Everyone was freaking out. The vibes were just at an all-time high. This trailer, honestly, I would say it can't be beat, but it's about to be beat twice, which really just goes to show show how lucky we've been during this generation of consoles. Alright, the third worst trailer belongs to Pokemon Sword and Shield, specifically that game's launch trailer. Now, this trailer has a couple of main problems. What they're actually showing isn't terrible. There are a bunch of fast cuts to show off different locations, and then the rest of it is pretty much just battle animations and Dynamaxing animations. But there's a really weird, inconsistent frame rate throughout this entire trailer. Most trailers for Sword and Shield actually had inconsistent frame rates, but I still remember every trailer they would show this little thing: gameplay footage not final. And they even showed it here in this trailer too at the end. But the problem is, this trailer came out 3 days before the game's launch. So, I mean, the gameplay footage was final. That's what we got. A game that didn't look that great, that also ran really poorly. Also, Pokemon as a series has some of the best soundtracks in gaming. Pokemon Sword and Shield soundtrack isn't even that bad. I like it a decent amount. It's one of my favorite parts of that game. I don't know what song they picked for this trailer though. It is terrible. I'll just play a little bit for you now. It's just bad. Okay, I'll stop it because I don't want your ears to bleed, but like all the comments, like this isn't just a me thing. Let me know if you guys hate this music too. All the comments I can see also hate it. So weird. Alright, the second best trailer we've gotten in the Nintendo Switch era. This one might be cheating, but the original announcement trailer for the Nintendo Switch itself, I believe this trailer is single-handedly responsible for a ton of the Switch's initial success. Not only did Nintendo perfectly show off their brand new console and brilliantly communicate the hybrid gimmick, which was completely unheard of at the time. Compared to now, you got like Steam Decks and console quality games on the go now, whether it's cloud gaming or again Steam Deck stuff like that. It's not really that unheard of. It's still a nice luxury to have, but it's just not like, it's not as new as it was in end of 2016 when this trailer came out. So not only was this trailer amazing, but just the tone of it, man. As Nintendo fans, we had been slogging through years of the worst trailers you could imagine, appealing only for kids during the Wii U era.
Woshi! It's a double Yoshi explosion!
This trailer didn't even really have kids. It was just a bunch of young adults or adults playing Nintendo games. The tone of this trailer set the stage for Nintendo's triumphant return back into the forefront of the gaming industry. I can't understate how good of a marketing move this trailer was. Thousands, no millions of people saw this trailer and their perspective started to switch. Okay, maybe Nintendo's not just a kids company. I see a bunch of other young adults and adults playing this console, having fun. I could see myself being one of those people. I genuinely think this trailer is like so underrated in the grand scheme of things. It did so many things right. However, now we have to jump to the second worst trailer in this video. It's going to be controversial, but it has to be on this list. That's right, I'm going with Metroid Prime 4's original announcement. I don't know why I say original. There's only been one trailer. That's kind of the main problem. This came out 7 years ago, and this is all we have. I understand that's not really the fault of the people making the trailer, but Nintendo, this would be considered a crime in multiple countries. You cannot put out a trailer that has as little information as this, even if there was no gameplay, because of course there would never be gameplay. The game probably wasn't even started at this point. I'm gonna sound crazy saying this, at least give us like a cinematic. I know cinematic trailers are hated in the games industry because they're not real trailers. You don't get actual gameplay, and that's true. I would rather get gameplay, but at least give us like a cinematic. Give us Samus like walking around or something. Anything tangible to hold on to and be like, yes, this is what a new Metroid Prime, a modern next-gen Metroid Prime game could be. They didn't give us that, and then they gave us nothing, and then they said the game was completely scrapped, and then that was 5 years ago. Solely for the fact that this is the only thing Metroid fans have been able to cling to in terms of Prime 4 for the last 7 years, this has got to be one of the worst Nintendo trailers this generation. Now, as you guys know, I've been alternating between best and worst, but I don't want to end on the worst trailer. So instead of saying the best one here, we're going to go worst then best. Hopefully that's fine with everyone. Jumping into the worst trailer Nintendo has ever released for the Switch, we have Byleth in Smash Bros. There are so many things wrong with this trailer, I can't even begin to describe it. First of all, what is she yapping about?
As you and I are one, I too am trapped within this void.
Second of all, compared to the insane animation we're used to seeing in Smash Bros trailers, there's just nothing really cool to look at here. The art style is pretty, but the vast majority of the trailer is just this dialogue scene. However, if that were it, maybe this would be like number 7 on the worst, but you have to understand the context that this trailer premiered in. Byleth was the last fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter Pass, and Nintendo tweeted out that there was going to be a new Smash Bros. Fighter revealed on this date during this live stream. We did not know there would be a second Fighter's Pass at this time, but what we did know was we were about to watch a new Smash Bros. Fighter be announced. Knowing that, this trailer is awful. Why are you taking a minute and a half to build up to this line of it's time to be in Smash? This was meant to be a surprise, but it's not a surprise. We know this is a Smash Fighter trailer. If this was played in like a Nintendo Direct and we didn't know it was going to be a Smash Fighter revealed, then this trailer would have been fine. It would have been serviceable. That has to be originally what was planned, because there is no reason for this to be the trailer when we know there's gonna be a Smash Bros. Fighter. This is not the reveal. We know the fighter is Byleth as soon as we see him 10 seconds into the trailer, because we are watching this with the context of it's a Smash Bros. Trailer. Compare this to a trailer like Steve. Same exact thing. We knew this was gonna be a Smash Bros. Fighter, but it builds up to the reveal of, oh my god, it's Steve. In this one, we know it's gonna be a Smash Bros. Fighter, and it's Byleth. And then they yap for a bit, a lot more yapping, and oh look, he's in Smash. Shame we already knew that, because this was airing in a Smash Bros. Presentation. Also, they didn't announce that there was gonna be a second Fighters Pass until after this trailer had finished. So not only was this trailer awful, but we all genuinely thought that the last fighter in this massive, awesome game was going to be the protagonist from the newest Fire Emblem game. This trailer was just terrible. But now we can end on a positive note. In my opinion, not just the best trailer Nintendo has made during the Switch generation, but their best trailer, period. To end off the Nintendo Switch presentation in January of 2017, Nintendo dropped Peak. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild story trailer is the perfect showcase of why video games are one of the best artistic mediums around. Every frame of this trailer is beautiful. The pacing is perfect. The trailer is the epitome of hype. Nintendo fans had been waiting for years for this game, and we had seen a ton of gameplay at E3, but it pretty much all took place on the Great Plateau. We didn't know how much would truly be in this game, or if there would be any story at all. And while I guess you could argue the story in Breath of the Wild is pretty much non-existent, this trailer did a damn good job of making it feel like the most important game ever. The voice acting, the frantic cuts, the music in this video. This is probably one of the best songs Nintendo's ever made, and it's not even in the game. It was just made for the trailer, and it's a banger. This is without a doubt the best trailer Nintendo's ever made. I'll just come out and say it. This video is unbelievable. I still go back and watch this trailer often. It's just that good. Breath of the Wild was one of the most anticipated games of all time, and this trailer took everyone's hype, which we already thought was at max, and turned it up to 11. I know we have a lot of either younger viewers or viewers who haven't been fans of Nintendo since, all the way back in 2017. I truly hope that at some point Nintendo releases a trailer that has as much tangible hype as this one. You could feel it in the air, man. Everyone who was a Nintendo fan was over the moon after watching this. It was beautiful. It was perfect. It was the best trailer on the Nintendo Switch. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments below. It was a bit of a weird one, but hitting that like button if you enjoyed would help out a ton. Also hit the subscribe button, and remember, if we do hit, what did I say, like 5,000 likes, I will rank every Nintendo Switch game trailer. Thanks guys, I'll see you soon. Peace.